starting a brewery wasn't really in plans, you know, but to be able to make beer, the beer we want to brew at home here in Door County, it was a great chance for us. We're trying to brew beers that, you know, aren't done a whole lot in Wisconsin, so we're really trying to do things a little bit differently.
For this Chef Talk with Kyle Cherek, I catch a drink with Chef Andrew Miller of Merriment Social. Originally from Chicago, he distinguished himself here with the Surge Group and at Zarletti, and now with his own endeavor, Merriment Social, and a second on the way. It's Chef Talk with Kyle Cherek and Chef Andrew Miller at Merriment Social. So you're about as pasty white in Northern Europe as you can get.
Yeah.
What's a nice kid like that with red hair trying to foist dim sum on Milwaukee doing? Where do you get off?
I think it's more so the style of service and the fact that, you know, I really love dumplings in particular, and not necessarily doing like traditional dim sum, but using a lot of Wisconsin products and Wisconsin kind of traditional dishes, incorporating those into a dumpling and then serving those via a cart that kind of rolls through the dining room. I think it kind of brings a unique aspect to, you know, the neighborhood restaurant that we're trying to create here, and that's pretty much it.
So, I mean, you've cooked gastropub food, you've cooked some really tight Italian that I've had.
Yeah.
Inventive. Here you're doing dim sum with Wisconsin, with Upper Great Lakes flavorings.
Sure, yeah.
Then you're moving into seafood.
Yeah.
Better fine dining. Do you, like, when you get home, do you make just like mac and cheese, rosemary chicken, or like what do you, like, what do you actually like to cook?
Honestly, like, I think at home, unless I'm cooking for family or something, then it gets a little bit more intricate, but I'm a big sandwich guy. Love building sandwiches, making new sandwiches, either hot or cold, but like, that's my jam, kind of.
So that's the next one.
Very
maybe.
possible. There's a whirlwind of opportunities for a concept like that, especially here. I mean, so I mean that's a possibility, but I mean we've got so many ideas that I can't even begin to describe. So.
It seems like every time I check the Shepherd or on Milwaukee, Lori's writing about another new place.
Yeah.
She's great. She does that. That's her job. It's
absolutely
terrific. But I'm desensitized to it.
Sure.
So how do you distinguish with two new restaurants?
Well, I think that, you know, it's about, you know, one, creating a concept that is not really in the market, but two, you know, executing that concept to the best possible.
Yeah.
Like we really try that from an ingredient standpoint, from a service standpoint, from a cooking standpoint, technique standpoint, beverage standpoint. I mean, everything across the board has to be really, really good for you to stand out, one, but also two, keep on bringing back customers and kind of create that loyalty. And I think that once you can kind of get a couple of brands going, get a couple of restaurants going, I think you start to get some followers. Really building your followers in an online presence, I mean, I think is absolutely huge.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of that in-house here, and you know, we get, I would say, you know, a quarter of our customers come back again because we're constantly, whether it's pictures on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever, we're constantly trying to market digitally. At that point, you know, that's when it gets really important for restaurateurs, for chefs, especially the independent ones. It's really important to kind of execute and be more creative, and it's going to get a lot more competitive, I think, as time goes on. So I think that's a key thing that we try to focus on all the time, but I think that's kind of the direction that things are going to go. So.
Party fillets, one is rare. Some fillet, one rare. One chicken, party style. 7 party salmon, 2